So get this. In 2023, Massachusetts had a divorce rate of just 1.8 per 1,000 people. I mean, according to the CDC, that is incredibly low compared to the rest of the country. But here's the thing. Even though divorces might be statistically rare there, if you actually need to find the official records for one, it shouldn't feel like some impossible mystery to solve. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're basically going on a treasure hunt. Look, if you've ever tried to navigate the public record system in Massachusetts, you already know it can totally feel like a massive maze of bureaucratic red tape. But don't worry, we're going to cut right through that. By the end of this guide, you're going to know exactly how to search for Massachusetts divorce records online, completely for free. Here's our quick roadmap for today's hunt. We'll start with an intro to mass divorce records, break down how the Massachusetts system actually works, walk through the free online search steps, navigate around the inevitable roadblocks, share some paid tools and expert tips, and finally, wrap it up with a conclusion and legal disclaimer. All right, part 1. Intro to MA divorce records. Let's get right into it. First up, let's make sure we know exactly what we're looking for, right? Because when we talk about a free online search, we're really talking about finding the case metadata. The basic details, party names, filing dates, and absolutely most importantly, the court docket number. Think of that metadata as your treasure map. The actual treasure itself, the physical certified divorce decree signed by a judge, is pretty much always a paid document that you have to request directly from the specific court. Moving on to part 2, the Massachusetts system. To find our map, we really need to understand the terrain. Massachusetts operates on what researchers call a dual-track system. It's a little quirky. On one side, you've got the Registry of Vital Records and Statistics, or RVRS. They hold the centralized statewide indexes. They know the where and when. But, and this is a huge but, they do not hold the actual divorce files. On the flip side, you have the county-level probate and family court. They're the actual guardians of the case files and those final decrees. So the trick is, you use the state index to figure out exactly which county court has your document. Now, if you're doing historical or genealogical research, you need to know that jurisdiction over divorces has bounced around a ton over the centuries. Say you're looking for a colonial-era divorce back in 1692, you'd literally be looking in the records of the governor and council. Fast forward to 1782, the Supreme Judicial Court took over. In 1887, it jumped to the superior courts, and it wasn't actually until 1922 that the modern probate and family courts got jurisdiction. So basically, knowing the era of the divorce tells you exactly which historical court archive you need to dig into. Okay, part 3, free online search steps. Let's get into the most actionable part of our guide, the step-by-step digital instructions for finding modern records. The state's portal, masscourts.org, is actually surprisingly simple to use once you know the secret. Step 1, just head to the site and pass the standard reCAPTCHA security check. Easy enough. Step 2, and this is where so many beginners trip up, you absolutely have to select Probate and Family Court from the drop-down menu because, as we know, they handle divorces today. Step 3, just punch in the first and last name of one of the parties. If the case is digitized, boom, it pops up right there and you get that vital docket number totally for free. But what if you search masscourts.org and crickets? Nothing comes up. Seriously, don't panic. If the divorce happened between 1952 and the near present, there is a totally free mail-in alternative. You just hop onto mass.gov, download the application for divorce information form, fill in whatever names or estimated dates you have, and mail it to the RVRS with a self-addressed stamped envelope. The state archivists will literally comb through their master database for you and mail you back the exact court location and docket number. How cool is that? All right, moving to part 4. Navigating roadblocks and restrictions. Look, even with a great map, every treasure hunt has a few obstacles. While divorce decrees are public records, Massachusetts law is incredibly strict about protecting sensitive personal data. So keep this in mind. You are almost never going to find things like financial statements, psychological or custody evaluations, guardian ad litem reports, or any records sealed by a judge available to the public. And if the case involved domestic violence, abuse prevention addresses are super heavily restricted. So if you hit a wall, it's usually just the system working exactly how it's designed to, protect the privacy and safety of families. Next up, part 5, paid tools and expert tips. So you've got your docket number for free, and now you want the actual certified decree. Let's talk about the paid tools and official fees to guarantee your success. If you order a certified record through the state's third-party partner, VitalCheck, online or by phone, a standard request is going to run you $54 and an expedited one is $62.50.
Doing a standard mail request to the RVRS, that's $32. But remember our dual-track system. The RVRS can't actually give you the divorce decree. They only issue vital records like birth, death, and marriage.
Because of that, here is the ultimate expert tip to save you some money. Since you already know your docket number from your free online search on mass courts, you can totally bypass those third parties. Just contact the specific county probate and family court directly. You can do this in person or by mail with their form and ask for a certificate of divorce absolute. The fee? It's just a flat $20 plus $1 for every extra page if you want the full judgment. Way better, right? Oh, and I have one more incredible expert tip, especially for the genealogists tuning in. If the divorce you're digging for is way too old to be on mass courts, check out familysearch.org. It's a fantastic, completely free nonprofit database that actually partnered with the Massachusetts State Archives. Just register for a free account, and you can digitally browse state vital indexes from 1841 all the way to 1930. They even have digitized divorce index cards from 1952 to 1970. I mean, it is an absolute goldmine for historical researchers. And finally, Part 6, Conclusion and Legal Disclaimer. Let's summarize our journey so you can get out there and start searching. Remember the core strategy here. Please do not start by paying some random website. Start your search for free using the masscourts.org portal, or use that free RVRS mail-in form to find your docket number map. Once you have that docket number, contact the specific county probate and family court to claim your certified document. And, as we mentioned, always expect that sensitive financial or custody info is going to be redacted. Now for a very quick but very important educational disclaimer. This explainer is strictly for educational purposes. It is absolutely not legal advice. Laws, fees, and court procedures can and do change over time. You should always verify the current guidelines directly on the official Massachusetts government website, mass.gov, or consult with a qualified attorney if you have specific legal questions about divorce proceedings or sealed records. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What historical family secrets or vital legal clarity are you about to uncover? Take the tools, the timelines, and the strategies we've talked about today and start your very own investigative hunt. The records are out there just waiting to be found. Happy hunting, and thanks so much for joining me.